Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are back. It is Sunday, May 31st in the MLB. All right, it should be a good day. We got some early games starting today. About 12:15 is the first game of the day. Overall, weather-wise, we're looking pretty good here. No postponements or rain outs. Um, Nothing going on with wind today, really. Dodger Stadium looks pretty good with wind blowing out here at a consistent speed at 11 miles an hour. And then temperatures, overall, pretty good. Last day of May officially, and tomorrow we hit June 1st, so it is officially summer, and we got good weather for home runs today, and hopefully the rest of summer, right? Uh, Yeah, so let's get to it. I'll try to roll this out, and I might do a live later on today, depending on what I got going on. I tried doing it yesterday, but YouTube only allows a 24-hour notice for my first time streaming live. So I'll try doing that. Then be sure to like and subscribe to the channel as well. I would greatly appreciate it. And then again, I'll post my top picks in the comments as well as with the Discord link. Yesterday, overall, did all right. We're already in here in the Discord chatting it up for today's game. Uh, Hit Matt Olson yesterday, and then as well as Mike Trout had a dinger. So overall, pretty good. Not too bad. Thought it would have been a better day. Judge was really close. Jordan Alvarez was really close that we were on yesterday. A lot of people went to the warning track. Paez went to the warning track twice. So, anyways, hoping for today to be a little bit better. And then I'll post my top picks in the comments and in the Discord. And then I'll have a couple parlays as well, maybe. First game that we got for today is the Toronto Blue Jays against the Baltimore Orioles. So lineup's already confirmed for this game. All right, so Kyle Bradish is on the mound for Baltimore and Spencer Miles for Toronto. So I like Gunnar Henderson in his spot today. And then for Toronto, I'm liking Okamoto and then George Springer as well. But they don't have George Springer in the lineup. So we'll automatically scratch him. So yeah, I only like Okamoto today for the Blue Jays. And then this is a 12-15 game. I'm not playing this game. But if you're feeling frisky, go ahead and take Gunner at plus 490 and Okamoto at plus 520. Next game on the slate should be really good home run game with Zach Little on the mound, who's given up quite a few home runs so far on the season. Let's see how many. Yeah, he's given up 15 on the season. So I like Machado today. And then I did like Lorano, but I mean, he might pinch hit. But Machado's my favorite here for the Padres. And he's priced at plus 470. And then, do I like anybody for the Nationals? You could take James Wood. I've been on him for the past few days at plus 370. And then I actually do like Ty France if he plays. Is Ty France? Yeah, he's in the lineup. So if you're looking for a good long shot, I do like Ty France. So this game right here, yeah. So Ty France is in a good spot for the Padres. And then CJ Abrams, righty against lefty. I do like him as well at plus 590. So this is who I would take for this game. All right, we'll get on to the next game here. And I'm not going to cover weather too much because there's nothing to worry about. Just go by your favorite ballparks. Like I said, all this content is free. I do this out of my own time. So like I said, like and subscribe, please. I mean, I'm trying my best to give you all. I want everyone to win and the best information as possible. So we'll go to Minnesota and Pittsburgh. Zebby Matthews against Braxton Ashcraft. So I've been on low for a little bit. But yeah, he looks good here. Is the lineup confirmed yet for this game? Not yet. So I like Horwitz here, lefty versus righty. If he's in leadoff, I like Lowe again, lefty against righty, and then I like Buxton in leadoff today. So Brandon Lowe, Buxton, and then I like Spencer Horwitz as well. So that's good value at plus 730. So another 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. slate game, Boston against Cleveland. So this lineup's confirmed already. And then, yeah, I don't like this game. How was the weather in Cleveland? Like I said, I mean, if I can find it here. Yeah, wind blowing in, but the wind's not even that bad here at 7 miles an hour. So you can fire up Wilson Contreras, but he is not playing. So Tanner Beebe, how many home runs has he given up on the season? 12. So if you want here, so Duran's 1 for 5. Yeah. I mean, let's click the back button here. So you could take, against Beebe, he's a righty. You could take Duran and lead off. Abreu's always a go. So Abreu, Duran. And then for Cleveland, you could take Ramirez, Hoskins, Fry. Fry's got good value. And then Ramirez is at plus 520. But this isn't my favorite game to target, so I'm not going heavy for this game. Next game, I do like. I always like games at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Spencer Strider and Nick Lodolo. So even though it's a lefty on the mound for Cincinnati, Matt Olson is proven to hit against lefties. And then Lodolo throws the sinker a lot. So Olson, I think, has about 4 or 5 home runs against the sinker this season. So I'm going to fire up Olson today. He's one of my favorite singles at plus 340. And then I've been chasing Ellie for a bit, so you can fire up Ellie if you want to. So Olson is in a good spot in that 3-hole, and then Ellie. But Ellie's not one of my top singles. So Olson and Ellie here. All right, we'll get to the next game. I got Jason Junk, who throws drunk. I don't know if he does or not, but against Nolan McLean for the Mets. So I'm not too heavy on anybody for Miami. I'm laying off. I mean, I think McLean's been pretty good so far this season. I mean, he's 2-4. But no one's really hitting for Miami. But you can fire up Soto. He's a go. plus 330 for this game. And then, yeah, Soto's my favorite for the Mets here. Got the Angels against the Rays. All right, so the lineup's confirmed for this game. It's a 1 o'clock slate game. Here it is. So I do like Trout here. He's 1 for 4. And then, do I like anybody for Tampa Bay here? No, I'm laying off Tampa Bay. Unless, you do want to fire up Caminero or Aranda. It's up to you. But my favorite for this game is Trout. I'd take Trout against Shane McClanahan and see what his odds are. Shit. Let's see here. Here we go. So Mike Trout's plus that plus 440. I had no damn creamer for my coffee this morning. I only use a spoonful, so I'm just drinking it straight black today. All right. So 2:10 p.m. game. We got the Tigers against the White Sox. So Montero hasn't been that great this season for the Tigers. We were talking in the Discord last night that Scooble's mainly going somewhere else at the trade deadline. Let's just say that. The Tigers are slipping and falling. So Montero has given up 7 home runs on the season. Like we talked about yesterday, Murakami's going to be out for a while, 4 to 6 weeks. But for this game, I do like Montgomery. I think the batter versus pitcher, yeah, he's 1 for 1 with a home run off of Montero. So I like firing up Montgomery today for this game. See what his odds are. Plus 240, yeah. So they're expecting them to go. And then I do like Dylan Dingler against, I think it is Sean Burke. Yeah, I like Dylan Dingler here. And then, Winslow Perez. He's homered, I think, in the past 2 games. And I think he's actually got one off of Sean Burke here. Yeah, he's 2 for 4 off him. So fire up Perez. I'm sure he's got good odds. Yeah, plus 880. So really good value for Perez, who's hit a homer the last 2 games. And then I think that's all who I like. Perez, Dingler, and then Montgomery. Yeah, that's all who I like for that one. This next game, we got the Brewers and Astros. So obviously been on Jordan Alvarez. Not a top pick today. Misarowski's already he's 5-2 on the season. I don't think he's given up too many home runs either. Yeah, he's only given up 4 home runs, 100K. So yeah, I mean you can take him if you want, but I mean not a top pick of mine today. So Jordan at plus 320. And then for the Brewers, Jake Bauers, if he plays for the lefty versus righty matchup. Next game here, we got the Royals and Rangers. Jack Letier against Michael Wacha. So I like firing up Salvador Perez for this game, if he plays. And then if Bobby Witt plays, I like him in the leadoff. I think he does have one against Letier. Let's check it out. So Bobby Witt is 2 for 4 off of Latier. And then when's the last time he hit a home run? All right, yeah. I mean, last Tuesday, the 26th, and Memorial Day. So for the Royals, you can fire up Bobby Witt. What's he priced at? Plus 440. And then Salvador Perez. And then as far as the Rangers go, Jock Peterson. Is he in the expected lineup? Yeah, lefty versus righty. So you can fire up Jock Peterson. And then, yeah, that's all who I like here. All right. We'll get to this next game. So I expect Colorado to hit off Robbie Ray quite a bit today. Colorado's a good stadium. A lot of us been on Casey Smith. He's a go again today if you feel like taking him. But Goodwin's my top pick here against Robbie Ray. You could take a look at some odds. So you take, plus 285 here, and then Casey Smith. As far as taking anybody else, and the weather is, what's the model percentage for this game? Yeah, plus 26%. Okay. As far as taking anybody else, I mean, Willie Castro. But yeah, Goodman's my favorite for the Rockies. And then Schmidt. I mean, you could fire up Devers if you want for the lefty versus righty. He's at plus 285. Like I said, I might try to do a live later on today. We'll see what we got going on. I'll try to do one soon, possibly this week. We'll head to Yankees and Athletics. All right, so Kurtz had one yesterday. Let's see who did have a dinger in this game yesterday. So 6-4, Athletics won. So Shea Langeliers, Soderstrom, and Kurtz had a home run. No one from the Yankees went. But like we were talking about in the Discord yesterday, I think it was Mike actually who said that Judge does like to hit on Sundays. So you could most definitely fire up Aaron Judge today. All right, against Jacob Lopez. And then, I don't know if you saw, but the model percentage is pretty good for this game as well. Jacob Lopez has given up 11 on the season. And then you can fire up Langeliers. So Shea Langeliers and Aaron Judge are my top two picks here. Judge is plus 205 and Langeliers 310. Next game, Julio's been on fire here for the Mariners, and then D-backs. So this is a 4:10 p.m. game. So Merrill Kelly and then Luis Costello. You can fire up, a lot of Mariners here. You can fire up Luke Raley. He went yesterday. Randy Arozarena. You can fire up Julio. He's been hitting really good. J.P. Crawford at plus 630 odds. I mean, this is a good game to target for the Mariners. They've been hitting really good lately. Although it's not my favorite ballpark to choose home runs from. And then I do they got him projected to start here? I was going to say Garver, but let's see if he's in. Okay, well, they got him in an expected lineup here. All right, yeah, if Garver plays, I like him too. Because I think a lot of the Mariners have good batter versus pitcher here. I don't like to solely, choose home runs off of that, but it does somewhat factor in. So Merrill Kelly's given up 8 on the season. Yeah. So Arena's 4 for 8 with the dinger. Crawford's 3 for 5. Garver, I mean, not my top choice, but you could take him if you want him. Julio's 2 for 9. And then Luke Rady only got 1 at bat against him. So, most definitely Arena, though, and Crawford. Especially if Crawford's in lead off here. Second to last game on the slate, Philly against the Dodgers. All right, so the series is tied at 1-1 so far. Got Painter on the mound, who's 1-5, and Yamamoto for the Dodgers. So this would be another good game to target. So let's go here. So Muncy and Schwarber will be my top picks for this game. But it doesn't look like they got Muncy on here yet. Let's see what the expected lineup is. Yeah, so Muncy might not play today. But, Ohtani looks good here. Freeman. Ohtani. Freddie Freeman at plus 440. And then, Schwarber here. Harper. Bohm had one yesterday. Brandon Marsh. So Brandon Marsh, good value at plus 880. And Bryce Harper. And then we got Andy Pajes here. Let's look at Andrew Painter really quick, his splits. Take a look. Andrew Painter, 7 home runs, splits. So he gives up more to righties. Pajes, he's even good here. So Muncy might not play. It could be his day off here. And then the last game on the slate for Sunday Night Baseball is the Cubs against the Cardinals. So, got Jordan Wicks against Liberator. So I like Bush and Happ for the Cubs today against the lefty. And then Bush, lefty against lefty here. I think he's got one home run in his career off of Liberator. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's given up 10 home runs on the season. So Bush is 2 for 5 off him. So fire up him. I do like Ian Happ, but he's 1 for 6. But Happ's been seeing the ball pretty good lately. Then as far as the Cardinals go, you could take Jordan Walker if you want. Jordan Walker, Happ. Oh, he's priced at plus 610. And then Michael Bush. So that covers today's slate. I'll go over some of my favorite singles. So we'll cover it here. I got about 10 favorite singles here. So we'll start off with Dingler at plus 490. And then Colson Montgomery at plus 240. And I'll post these in the comments as well. And then Aaron Judge is a go here. But not the best value for a single at plus 205. And then we'll go to Hunter Goodman, plus 285. I do like Machado for the Padres against Zach Little, plus 470. A little bit better value there. Casey Smith for San Francisco, plus 320. Like I mentioned, Ian Happ for Sunday Night Baseball, plus 610. That's good value. Soto, who I really like today, at plus 330. And then Salvador Perez. He's got pretty good value at plus 520. And then Matt Olson looks really good today at plus 340. Montgomery against Montero. All right, I already got him selected. And then my last one would be Luke Raley. I like here. So 11 top singles here. And then a parlay that I really like is, keep judging here. I like this right here. Judge, Soto, and Olson. This will be my top play parlay today, besides singles. Okay. All right. If anybody got any questions or anything or comments, be sure to like and subscribe the video. Always appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, I do this out of my own time, and then we'll be here in the Discord chatting away in the MLB chat or whatever tickles your fancy. But all right, I'll chat with y'all later.